r/AskReddit, who do you think is the one person whose death would result in the most geopolitical instability in today's world? With this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a saved game to restore the weave of fate, or persist in the doomed world you have created. Imo, that's what started it all. Harambe was our timeline stabilizer. After his death, things got a bit wonky. Dicks out squad. His death set off a chain reaction that would destroy the entire world. Putin, the boss of the biggest nation in the world, already feared and hated by millions inside and out of it. Stuck in a high-stakes war costing billions of money and thousands of lives. If he dies, a lot of very big things will happen very fast and will be felt all over the world. He probably has multiple body doubles for this very reason. Iran's Nasrallah Khomeini, although Nasrallah too big political player under the sheets, holds a lot of power, and people in his surroundings want a change. Edit, confused Lebanon's Nasrallah with Iran's Khomeini. Halal in the streets, haram in the sheets. Russia. No clear line of succession and plenty of people better than, just as bad, and worse than Putin wanting to be in charge next. Edit, okay everyone, I get it. The question asked person, I said a country then mentioned the person. I guess it depends how they die. If we had an assassination, it could be drastically worse than natural causes. Deleted. I feel like Kim Jong-un is up there, mostly because his potential successors are supposedly even more unstable than he is. I think it's his sister who's in succession. She's a right wacko, too. I have to assume that if this weren't the case, he'd already be dead. NK is too isolated to have any of its internal politics causing geopolitical conflicts on a global scale. Removed. Take your pick from Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, Kim Jong-un, Joe Biden, or Donald Trump. The first three would result in instability within their country due to a lack of designated successors, which could easily spread outwards, while the last two would cause all sorts political turmoil within the USA, which could cause the first three to decide that now is the time to conduct their territorial conquests while the USA is in turmoil. Donald Trump dying now would cause chaos in the Republican Party, but not in the US more broadly. Trump. If he dies, a large part of the US population will believe he was murdered and respond accordingly. Considering his audience, it seems entirely trivial to replace him with AI. They'd never notice the difference. I think that Netanyahu would have a very large impact if he was assassinated. Taylor Swift, of course. I mean, she did get to decide who won in the Super Bowl and all that. A good chance that it's China. The Chinese Communist Party had actually figured out a set of rules for handling succession. Xi Jinping has undone those rules and has no publicly acknowledged successor. He is 70, so it wouldn't be a huge surprise if he dropped dead. And if he did so at a time that things are already shaky economically, as they are now, it's possible that economic troubles morph into social troubles. It would probably result in a lot of political strife, but probably nowhere near as many actual dead people as Putin's death is likely to cause. Assuming it's a natural death, no assassinations, I'd have to go with Prince William, because he'll rise from the dead and assume power over the whole world, then blow his trumpet and the four horsemen will descend from the heavens, and then he'll blow another trumpet and plagues and trumpet and die. The Daily Mail will find a way to blame this on Meghan. What are you smoking? David Attenborough. I dread this and think about it on a regular basis. I like that the top two answers are countries, not people. Hi, I'm America. Looking for another Franz Ferdinand, et. Narendra Modi. The US is an ossified regime where it makes no real difference who's in charge. Biden dying soon would put Harris in the top spot and likely to stay there, managing the same domestic and foreign policies. She'd easily wipe Trump out in an election. Putin has enough potential successors who wouldn't change anything. China is ruled by a collective and Europe has no dictator figure. But what would happen to India with Modi gone is anybody's guess. I do not think Harris will come close to doing that at all. Volodymyr Zelensky. All hell would break loose. The world needs more Scottish indie bands, don't take them out. My guess is our esteemed three-letter agencies are weighing their options. What would happen if Biden keeled over right before the November election? Edit, besides the internal mess in the USA, how would this impact other trouble spots and crises? We've had a case where a presidential candidate died after the election. They had lost the election by a decent margin, however, so the electors weren't under a lot of pressure to pick a new guy, hence their votes were all over the place. The courts later ruled votes for the dead guy some of the electors cast as invalid since he was already dead when the electors cast their vote. Harambe already died. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.